And we are live. On behalf of PokerTube, it's Jeff Boski bringing you the weekly celebrity podcast. We have a very, very special guest today. We are joined by the one, the only Ivy Teves, longtime Royal Flush girl, model, been modeling since 15 years old. She's a black belt. She loves creme brulee. She can tie a cherry stem into a knot using only her tongue. Welcome, Ivy Teves, to the podcast.
Whoa, okay, thank you. Love the intro. Jeff and listeners, I am currently in Chicago right now, so I know you guys are in Vegas, right?
Yep.
And it's probably nicer because it's really gloomy here.
Yeah,
but Chicago.
Grass is always greener.
Yeah, I forgot. Happy Labor Day, everyone.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's a good day off. You can check it. Yeah. I'll have the link up on YouTube for the live stream. Be sure to join the chat. What we have going here is, let's see. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on the PokerTube YouTube channel to get all the alerts for the live interviews from the exclusive celebrities in the poker universe and other, interesting people. Right now, let me just find this. And all right, yep, we're live. I'll let you know if any interesting questions come up for Ivy. Feel free to ask them and check out the link on Twitter, which is going to be sent right now. Meet that. All right, beautiful. So Ivy, it's been a while since I first met you at Bay 101 about 5 years ago. There was a nice World Poker Tour always puts on a nice meet and greet with four beautiful ladies. There's booths, there's cocktails, appetizers, a lot of awkward guys, talking to beautiful models for the first time. Can you tell us a little bit about the whole experience working for the World Poker Tour?
It's been now, how long? Gosh, you're right. 5 years ago, it was when we met. And of course, you stood out because you're how tall?
6'4", 6'5",
Yeah, exactly. Not your average dude, but also the nice guy. If you ladies know about Jeff, he's like one of the best. Super shy in person, but once you get him talking, he's chatty. So love talking to him. Also, yeah, so I started with World Poker Tour season 10, towards the end of 9, actually. I'm one of the original girls, well, second original girls, I guess I would say, because the first one kind of did the season 9, and then they all kind of left, and then we took over since then. So it's now 6 years in the making. Still part of the tour. And it's just getting bigger and better. And it's just like a family that travels together. So I really love my World Poker Tour family. And that's like from the heart. Or I wouldn't stay that long. With the nerdy guys. I don't know. You're not nerdy. And I met you. So there's really the whole concept of like thinking the stereotypical poker players are nerdy is totally changing, I think, with time, because this guy starts when they're like, I don't know, 16 online playing, and then once they turn 18 they're pros, and then 21 they're just the cool guys winning multi-million dollars or hundreds of thousands. So I think it evolved into like a lot younger generation, and they're just a lot cooler now too. So yeah, I mean, I love people and learning new things. So every time I meet new people or poker players, I genuinely love talking to them because of something I might be learning that I don't know about in poker, or just their life story. It's just really interesting. So yeah, I don't know about nerd because I'm a big nerd myself, I think.
Oh, no, I feel that. I didn't mean to stereotype them all as nerds. It's just the average male poker player. They haven't experienced the hierarchy of attractiveness that you're on a daily basis. So I know I was nervous for the meet and greet with the free appetizers, free drinks, and the four of you Royal Flush girls are, you're in your dress, or you're looking just 10 out of 10, and there's all these guys that are just kind of, there's like a nervous energy in the room, but you're so so welcoming and so nice to talk to everybody. I know that's part of your job, but I found from your personality, you're just a naturally nice person. It's not a front.
That's very sweet. Yeah, my sister's Royal Flush Girls, and we do have a boy now. His name is Brandon. So
Wait,
it's now Royal Flush Crew.
oh, I mean, I haven't been watching too much in the last few years, but there's a Royal Flush guy.
Yes, he joined last season, so this is his second season with the show. Him and his wife, actually Andrea, are both Royal Flush Crew. So we changed the name from Royal Flush Girls to be politically corrected. There's a dude now to Royal Flush Crew, and he's wonderful. He's just the nicest guy ever. He's your, like dude's dude. So I think a lot of the poker players actually like him. I mean,
Okay.
we love him.
Okay,
You're like,
so I am in shock. Was it 5% of females play poker, so it's not quite the eye candy ratio there. Like all you girls are walking around in these evening gowns. What does he wear? Like, is he shirtless with a little bow tie? What's going on?
that would be probably wishful thinking for most women, but no, he's actually in a suit or long. He dressed very nice. Like he's just a nice young man. Like he's just the most polite. Like so nice. I can't even like when I met him, I was like, "Are you for real?" Like there's nobody as nice as that. But he is. He's really nice. So I think he gravitates to all the poker player because he is a trainer, fitness trainer, and they see him in the gym. Like a lot of these poker players actually go to the gym now, so and they all like romance, something like that. So it's good.
Okay. Yeah, I seem to remember something maybe a year or so ago. A prominent figure on Twitter, female, said something about how it's not correct for there to be only Royal Flush girls. Where are the guys? Everything has to be equal. Everything's got to be politically correct. It's all got to be perfectly balanced, or else someone's going to get triggered. Was that a cause of that?
You know what? That's from the executive decision. I just know that they wanted to go a certain way of actually promoting the World Poker Tour as an ambassador, and it's more towards fitness and good healthy living. And they thought Brandon and his wife would be a good addition because they do a lot of YouTube and stuff like that. So I just think it's because we're going different directions with the show now too. But about like that whole talk back then, I heard about it too. I wasn't really there to witness that, but I feel like I understand both sides of the story. So I do feel for the women who like sees us as like just a trophy or like eye candy. But unfortunately, I guess that is why we were hired for in the first place. And that's just the truth to that. But at the same time, we got picked out of 1,000 women that actually applied for this job nationwide. So they wanted to make sure that we have what it takes to represent the brand itself. First thing was like, do you guys get along with women? We're all nice girls. So of course, yes. And like, do you guys drink alcohol? I personally don't really drink. So I've done martial arts my whole life. So I'm very into fitness and healthy living. So, I mean, that's how I probably got picked. Just don't drink. But I mean, I enjoy all the festivities. I mean, we drink occasionally, but I mean, I just see how it's now turning into like, oh, let's hire a dude to even it out. But it's actually not even like that. It's just different now. I don't know if you've been playing our tournament. It's a lot more fun, more casual. We're more involved in terms of like, you guys want to work out with us in the morning? Come join. Or we do a lot of contests, and we're just more involved in a different way than before. Like we're more representing the brand itself and the venue and just showing people a good time.
That's completely understandable. I
We
know
have
it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been in a few. I haven't won any lately, but that's okay.
always
Um,
have
I,
time no matter what though, so you have to come play.
yeah, I
Maybe,
love the World Poker Tour. Great structure, great environment. Vince Van Patten, Mike Sexton, Tony
oh,
Dunst.
correction on that one. Mike Sexton is no longer with us. Tony Dunn
Yep.
place. And I mean, we'll miss Mike, but Tony, I think, is, the best qualified person to replace him since he's part of the family too. So,
Absolutely. That's quite an accomplishment, beating out thousands of girls to get the coveted Royal Flush Girl spot. All four of you have been around for quite a few years, so you're obviously doing something right. One kind of controversial thing that comes up in Vegas poker rooms is the quality of the waitresses. Depending on what venue you go to, I mean, I know it's bad to judge based on looks nowadays. Everyone gets upset. But some venues actually hire their waitresses legally as models, as opposed to being union workers. And the union workers, no matter what happens with their looks, pregnancy,
right,
horrible disfigurement, they got a job.
right.
Models, if you gain 20 pounds, they can legally say you're no longer model material, and we don't want you working for us, and they can't sue based upon looks discrimination. Is that the same type of gig for the World Poker Tour?
No, which is actually really great. So
Oh,
I know, right? World Poker Tour actually told me to gain weight at one point because I was losing so much, and they're like, "Ivy, you look kind of unhealthy. Like, what is?" But I was just working out twice a day, eating like massive amount of food. But as you guys know, the more you work out, the more you burn fat, and the more you lean out. Even though you're the same weight, you look really skinny. You're the super toned muscle. So then I stopped kind of like doing cardio. Like this is real tough. I had to stop doing cardio because I was looking way too skinny for a camera, and actually started pounding more food in my system and protein shake. And yeah, it's crazy, right? Like who does that? Like, so World Poker Tour, they're more concerned about us looking healthy, because that's what they're promoting as a brand. Like they wanted healthier lifestyle, healthier everything. So I mean, and everyone's just, we don't really have that habit of like binging food because everyone's into fitness and health. So I guess they don't really have to worry about it, because once it becomes your way of life, you really don't have to watch what you're eating, and if you're dieting this and that, because every day you just exercise, you eat the right food, or even if you don't eat the right food, as long as you know how to counteract it with fitness regimen, then you're good. So I don't have any diet restrictions. I eat what I want, but I do exercise a lot. So
oh, okay.
that's that.
Yeah, contrary to popular belief, guys don't like girls that are 100 pounds stick and bones. We like some curves. We like the booties, the boobs. We got to have
Yeah.
something to look for.
Newsflash, I eat a lot. Like I'm not your typical girl that eats salad. That's just appetizer for me. So I better have 3-course meal plus dessert and all that stuff. So yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Is Daniel Ruiz still a Royal Flush Girl?
My best friend Danielle Ruiz no longer at she did join this season. So she's off season 16. But we kind of come and go anyways, but we're always going to be part of, like, we still get called to do certain events. So she's always going to be part of Royal Flush Crew. It's just that on the roster, if you see online, she's no longer there.
Okay. Yeah, the only reason I ask is you and her are the only two that I follow on Instagram. So that's a big compliment. The third one's Tugbin. Is she still?
Yeah, Tuba and I and Jeannie are the only ones this season from the original season 10.
Okay.
So we have Brandon, Andrea, his wife, and Risa Perez. Oh, and Angela Rockford. So we have 4 people that's new actually. I'm trying to think now. 4, yeah. So there's 7, I can add. There's 7 Royal Flush Crew for season 16.
Okay, yeah, I followed Daniel Ruiz on Snapchat. She's got like the real funniest stories and real outgoing, kind of abrasive but spunky personality. And I've seen you do a few modeling shoots with her too. So yeah,
Danielle is it's like I tell her she's like my live entertainment. Like there's just no dull moment with that girl. So you have to interview her too, because she's just so fun and so real, which is really, rare, especially in Los Angeles and the industry that we are in. you don't find a lot of people that's just genuinely like a person. So what you see with Danielle is what you get, and that's what I love her for.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'd love to have her on the podcast, either for PokerTube or on my YouTube channel, Jeff Boski. Over 8,000 subscribers, 97% male. Perfect
Oh,
demographic for a beautiful model. But yeah, if you can get us in touch after we stop going live, I'd really appreciate it. It's hard reaching out to celebrities such as yourself, just being a normal guy, but I'm glad I can make these things happen.
oh, you know I'm very approachable, and thank you for saying that. And Danielle would love to do this, so yeah, I'll definitely tell her to do it for you.
Great, I really appreciate that. Now I know Ivy, I know you're a lover of dogs. You have a dog, Axel the Yorkie. I
And
love dogs.
I have another dog, Kawanga, who's my fiance's dog. She's an Australian Red, and I have two dogs.
Oh, great.
I forgot to tell you that.
Is it true you're doing some sort of runway thing to promote dogs?
Yes, and I would like to actually invite you all, if you can. This will be in Palos Verdes Golf Course. It's coming up on October 15th. It's called Homeless to Hot, HAUTE. So basically, it's the website's www.homelesstohot.com. And we're doing, oh, Danielle Ruiz will be there, by the way. So I invite her to do it with me. So we're doing a runway show with famous designers, and we're walking with the dogs that we want you guys to hopefully adopt. So we're working with a lot of shelters and charity people to do this. So they're showcasing adoptable and rescued pets basically. So if you guys can come check out the website, buy tickets, you'll see us, come say hello, watch us do the runway with the cute little dogs, and help out a lot of these rescued animals. That'll be great.
Wow, that's excellent. I'll definitely put the link in the description with the dates. Hopefully, some
Yeah.
people can come join, help out
Yeah,
the
so
dogs.
it's fun. So they're having like I think hors d'oeuvres, like champagne. Like it's a nice, fun, full day. So you guys should come and really check it out.
Nice. As a lover of dogs myself, you can always help out the Las Vegas Boxer Rescue. Go to their Facebook page, see how you can help donate, save some boxers' lives, do some good for the world. Boxers, they're innocent, they're caring, they're never going to do anything harmful to you. Unlike humans, help out a dog, not a human.
I love your Instagram and your dog pics.
Oh, thank you.
So adorable. Good job.
Yeah.
So
I recently bought a GoPro with the harness on it, so you can put the GoPro on the back or the chest while they're running around going crazy on the dog park. So that's a real good point of view.
yeah. Is that on your Instagram? Because I would love to see that.
No, I haven't put the video up, but I could edit it and put some clips from that. But yeah, some of the newer pics are from my the GoPro as opposed to my iPhone at the park. I just really enjoyed, taking exciting shots. They're so goofy. They're jumping around. You just
They're
gotta
so
love
cute.
dogs. Well, thank you, Clyde and Duke. They're around here somewhere. They might make an appearance.
Yeah, I saw one of them. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. Also, Ivy Teves, you're getting in the app game. What's going on?
Yes. You gotta get with the app game. Everyone's got one. So I was approached by a company and said, "Hey, do you want to do your own app?" And I was like, "What's that?" It's basically your social media, like Instagram, except more exclusive contents. And I mean, who doesn't want their own app? I think it's just for fun for me. Like, I seriously am actually embarrassed at the same time. I was like, what if nobody downloads my app? That'd be so embarrassing. So I'm like telling all my friends, please download. Like, you guys download. It should be fun. Doing a lot of events this month. We're doing a photo shoot with the cast for season 16 of the World Poker Tour. So I am going to put a lot of behind the scenes video pictures about that. So now my regular social media, which is Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, would have something like a sneak peek and then previews, and then it will direct you to the app that actually would have all the details on it. So launching on September 7th, I'll go live and actually would invite people to launch Ivy Teves. It's an app available for Apple Store, iTunes. It's free to download. And then if you want more, there'll be like subscribers and stuff like that. But just to kind of see, you guys can just download it and take a peek.
Perfect.
Hopefully.
September 7th, Ivy Teves in the App Store. Download it. You say it's free to download?
It's free to download. Yeah. So why
No
not?
reason not to.
And exclusive content. So
Uh,
you won't see it on my other social media things.
There you go. Check it out. Ivy Teves, link below in the App Store. It's great that you're launching your app. I'm sure a lot of the fans will appreciate that. You're also got a gig as a fashion stylist. How busy are you?
Oh man. Yeah, so I get bored easily. That's one of my really bad habit. I am now a fashion stylist and got certified to be one. And I started actually styling the poker girls, Emma Stajmovic and Kristen Bricknell are a few of my clients in terms of like poker girls. So, you see them very cute looking with their trendy outfit. That's my work. But to start with, the girls are really adorable and so much fun to work with because they're like just super busy with their everyday life and would rather play poker than shop. It's hard to shop. I don't know if you guys really like, guys don't really shop, do you? I mean, some do.
Not too much, but not as much as girls care about it for sure.
Right, but these girls travel. Like Emma won our first women World Poker Tour, champion title. So after that, we've gotten super close, and I've always talking to Emma. But she asked if I can help her with her wardrobe. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" She has like the perfect body. This girl's like does yoga all the time. Like I don't know if you guys know Emma, just the nicest girl, and super fit. And I was like, "Dude, you're like easy to dress because all I have to do is like really just get the sizes, put stuff together, and throw it at you," which I did. And so since she's traveling, she needs a lot of outfit for different occasion. So I'm that girl to shop. Like I shop for them and get outfits together, and then send them on their way, traveling the world. So
Okay,
that's that.
a stylist is just clothes. It's not hair and makeup. That's different.
I'm a fashion stylist. Yeah, personal stylist. I don't do hair or I mean I used to actually do hair and makeup, but right now I'm just doing fashion and personal styling. And I send them to my favorite girl who does hair. So I do refer them to a hair lady. So to get the whole thing done.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
You got a lot going on for you. You're in the gym, Royal Flush Girl, creating apps, stylist. It's good to stay busy. Boredom, it's boring. Don't get bored. Go out there and do something. Watch a YouTube video.
I'm very active. I just recently did another YouTube thing for martial arts actually with my friend Alfred. And I don't know if you know what's his name. Oh my God, he's going to kill me. Um, Anyways, I will release that on my social media, the link as soon as it's done. It's going to be so cool. I did like a fight scene, actually injured my ankle, but it's worth it.
Oh, wow.
I haven't trained in 10 years. Like I did martial arts like Kung Fu, Karate, Taekwondo, stick fighting and all that. But you have to understand if you don't train every day like these guys do, like you get hurt. And I thought I could just go in there and do all the kicks and yeah, didn't go very well at the end, but at least we finished the whole scene, so we're good to go, and I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, that's another great way to be. Get a lot of exercise, and self defense is important. I'm sure there's a lot of guys creeping on you. You got to show them what's up.
Yeah, I gotta do hip throws here and there. It's super cool.
But the days of guys creeping on you have come to an end. On August 10th, Chicago Cubs Stadium, something amazing happened. Can you tell us about that?
Oh man, I know this happened. Wait, can you guys
Oh, what is
that?
Is that a mood ring? Say it ain't so, Ivy. Say it ain't so.
Oh well. So August 10th of last year, Chris Jacobs, my now fiance, proposed, and I had no idea it was going down. So clueless. He told me to go on the mound with him, and I was like, I've never seen anybody goes to the mound with the first pitch person. And he's like, no, I just really need you. I thought he was so nervous that I needed to be there. So I felt special. I was like, oh, cool. I'm there for support. Okay. Then also I thought he wanted a picture up close and personal. So he was taking me out there to take photos of him or video. So I was like, okay, whatever, like I was so embarrassed. Go up there. Next thing you know, he threw the first pitch and he reached into his pocket. And I was like, holy crap, I totally forgot to get his camera, like his phone, to like film him or do something. I was like, oh shit. And then he pulled out a ring and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? The first thing that came out of my mouth. Wait, am I allowed to curse?
Yeah. Oh, you're good. You're good.
So that's the first thing that came out of my mouth because I had no idea it was happening. First of all, no clue. We never talked about it. And it just happened in front of 40,000 people in Wrigley Stadium.
Wow.
So, yeah. And of course, he's like, is that a yes? I was like, yes. I totally forgot because I was just like in shock.
Wow, is this the same Chris Jacobs of TLC's long lost family?
It is an over Holland Discovery.
Wow.
Velocity Channel.
So his celebrity allowed him to do that first pitch anyway, so it wasn't too big of a deal? You didn't think anything was up?
No, I'm telling you, I was so clueless. I was just like, oh man, he's so like, I guess like nervous about doing first pitch because I mean I can see how that is. It's nerve wracking. You have to make that on like the catcher's plate. I mean that's kind of far. So I'd be so nervous doing that. So I was like, okay, I'll be your support. I'll come up even though I was so nervous. I mean, people are like, you had an idea. I was like, no, I really didn't. I didn't get manicure, by the way, so my nails are jacked and stuff. Like it's just so embarrassing. Like, I was showing knuckles to people when they wanted to see the ring because it was so embarrassing. My nails were chipped and everything. I had braids on my hair, so I was like, "Are you kidding me? If I knew this was happening, I'd be all done up." But no, it's just super cash, like t-shirt, shorts. Had no idea it was happening. So, but I'm glad it happened. I'm happy.
That's great. That's a great story. Also, I noticed on Instagram, I believe, or Facebook, it showed recently he sung the national anthem at Wrigley Field. Does he got some connections there? What's going on? Or no, the seventh inning stretch. That's it.
He's from Chicago, so he loves his Cubs. He's a fanatic. So much respect for that because I mean our place is all like Cubs out. He did the seventh inning and not many people know this, but Chris can actually sing and he plays the piano and the guitar. I mean, it's just such a treat at home because he can play both and sing. And I'm like, whoa, I'm not talented like that. So I just have so much respect for people who can play instruments and can sing at the same time.
Yeah, no, it sounds like a pretty talented guy. But she's off the market, guys. Get her app. You can look at her, but you can't touch her. She's all Chris Jacobs.
There's more fun stories than it. Like, I will involve a lot of the other girls who are single. How's that?
Okay. Daniel Reeves, is she single?
Oh, that's a question for you to ask her.
Oh, okay.
I can't keep up. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, no. Yeah, she's, and you got to have a girl like that is super lucky. But yeah, don't know too much other than the Snapchat, Instagram stories, stuff like that. But yeah, great personality on her for sure.
I love her, and yes, whoever gets to have Danielle is a very lucky man because as I know her, she's like a sister to me, and just amazing girl overall.
Absolutely. Let's talk about a little bit more about your time with the Royal Flush. They got you traveling to all these exotic destinations, World Poker Tour. How often do you actually sit down and play poker, cash games, celebrity tournaments, stuff like that?
You know what? Not often, actually, because if we're on tour, we're working. You guys do not see the behind the scenes, but we're actually working 10 hours a day. Like, really don't have the time. We get a call, like call times at 9 a.m. And then we have to film or do something in between for the segment. So it's really hard to get some time to even play. But they do put us in like celebrity poker tournaments, let's say satellite games, and I did win one in Jacksonville. Yeah, it was in Jax. I won the satellite for the main event.
Wow. How many people?
And then I had to give it up because I was working.
Oh no.
Yeah, but it's great because I got cash. So I was like, it's a win-win. I'm
Yeah.
happy for it. So, and they're happier. So it's great. But yeah, I can play. Not to brag. I think I'm just lucky actually. I can't really play good, but I get super lucky and win stuff. So that's all that matters.
Okay, you just play No Limit Texas Hold'em, or you dabble in Omaha or anything else?
Yeah. No, just no limit. I got invited to play a poker tournament in Arizona, and they had three different tournaments going, and I won two of them. So they're not very happy afterwards.
Wow.
But I mean, it pretty much took all their money. But it's fun. I like it. And I was signing autographs at the same time. So I think they're just so happy that I was there. They didn't care.
Do you think you have a big advantage playing at the table full of all these middle-aged guys? Do you think they're less likely to bluff you, or more likely, or they just will check down top pair because they don't want to take chips off of you?
Um, no. Those guys poker players are competitive. They don't care. They might be distracted the first 10 seconds looking at you, but after that, it's on. It's like game right there. But it's fun because I want that experience. I don't want people giving me special treatment because I'm a girl or I'm a royal flush crew. Because I want to play the way they would play anyone, and if I win, that just shows I'm better, right? Or luckier. One of those.
Okay. No, that makes a
Yeah.
lot of sense.
Yeah, but they
Uh,
are kind of the first 10 seconds, and they're just so happy you're on their table. And after that, they want to take all your money. So,
how often do you get recognized in public?
oh, depends where I'm at. I was
Whole
just
Foods.
in, right, I was just in Oklahoma for our main event. And actually, a lot of people watch TV there, obviously, because they do recognize me. And it's so fun because they come up and they feel all like intimidated that you're on TV and now they're seeing you in person and they want pictures, but they're shy about it. And I'm like super friendly with everyone, that, Jeff. So, just try to make them comfortable and go, we love taking photos with them. So we did. And they're just like, oh my God, you guys are like the nicest. And we watch you on TV all the time. I was like, oh, so cute. So yeah, depends where we are. The smaller town or city, the more recognizable I am. But going to Vegas, it's really funny because someone would just yell "Royal Flush Girl." They won't even know my name. But I'll be at the airport and they're like "Royal Flush Girl." I was like, "Oh, thanks." So yeah, it's kind of they forget the names that they'll just call you by Royal Flush Girl.
Okay. I'm sure you love the attention you get from fans. Is there ever a bad time for them to come and ask for a picture or autograph? Like if you're eating dinner with your fiance compared to if you're shopping at Whole Foods?
No, I think I'm not that big of a celebrity because I don't get that too many times. So when people do ask for photos and autographs and this and that, I'm like so happy. I'm like, oh yay, they want my autograph or they want pictures with me. But I can see how that is because my fiance has obviously been in the industry for a longer period of time and had his own show, or still has actually. And it's different because he gets approached more and I take the back seat and more like take photos of them, so I see how that is. But when we're in Vegas or events for poker, of course, like I get that, and people, even when we're eating, they come up and I really don't mind it, but sometimes they just like sit with you and won't leave. I love people. I mean, but if you're random person and like we're eating dinner like with the girls and they just like we're so nice to them, and I like that they were so nice to them, they feel so comfortable. But you can't sit the whole entire dinner. Like, we love for you to sit maybe after dinner and just have a drink or something. But yeah, it's really funny because people get so comfortable that they just want to stay forever.
Okay. No, yeah, it's all within reason.
Yeah, it
Initial
happens.
1 minute selfie's fine.
Yeah, and I'm like the most talkative, like really friendly, extra friendly person in the group. So the girls sometimes, or even like, you know, our Royal Flush crew guys, they'll be like, Ivy, stop talking, because then they won't leave us alone, because you're interacting with them and they feel really comfortable with you and they just want to stick around, which is really a fun feeling to have. But at the same time, it's like not everybody likes that when you're like, you know, trying to have your own time sometimes.
Understandable.
So I guess some balance to it. But yeah, I don't mind when people come up. I love it, actually.
Okay.
As long as they're very respectful.
Absolutely.
There you go. Respect.
All right. With a 95% male viewing audience, a lot of guys would like to get into the mind of what it's like to, the mindset of a beautiful woman, what the do's and don'ts are if a guy thinks he's approaching a girl that's out of his league. What would you give advice to? Just go for it. Worst thing they can do is say no.
Oh,
Be
yeah.
yourself. Stuff like that.
Girl ever. I would never say out of your league, first of all. Okay.
No, from the guy's perception, he's like, "Oh, I'm not even going to try it. It's a 1,000,000 to 1 shot. What's the point?"
Like, how are you gonna know unless you try, right? So this is what I tell guys all the time. Actually, I'm a great wing woman, and I help out my friends that are not very confident with their game. And I say, you know, like, it's really just about confidence, because women can sense fear in men, like the animals.
Like a dog.
Right. So, you know, just think about it as like animals, you know, they have their pheromones and you attract certain whatever. But I think it's so much similar to real life in women and men. Nowadays you have social media, so you kind of, it's really fun. Their lives, who they are, but just looking at their photos or what they have to say. So that's actually, you're already ahead of the game, because if you're stalking someone, I say stalking, but you know, not really, just check people out, and you happen to see this girl that you like, and you kind of know what she likes, you know. So for men who are going after all these women that you like, I think you just have to be confident and really just go for it and ask. Because if you never ask, you'll never know the answer. So also just be very respectful. Girls, I don't know why people always say nice guys finish last, because I really love nice guys. I'm one of those girls that's attracted to like really nice guys. So, you know, just be yourself. Don't pretend to be something else that you're not, because we will cut on anyways, and people can see through that. Right, Jeff?
Absolutely. Be confident. Be yourself. Don't be scared. Those are all great tips.
Yeah. And just, you know, keep working on yourself and for improvement. Never compete with other people, because you can't. I think I never compete with other people. It's always like, how can I improve myself? And I think every person, guys or girls, should have that you know, like, just believe in themselves and just keep improving until you can be really like happy. And I think happiness comes from being content, and being content means, you know, you reach a goal, or you set a goal every day, even the littlest goal. But if you reach that goal, it's like you feel happy because you achieved something. I mean, at least to me, that's how I work. So
very well said. Very well said. I've been in Vegas casinos, sometimes still 2 a.m. playing poker, doing stuff, going to steakhouses. You can find all this in my blogs, Jeff Boski on YouTube.com. But the major question I have is, you often see, say, 4 girls all wearing short black mini skirts, their boobs hanging out. First of all,
yeah, it's Vegas. Come on.
But the major social question I ask is it okay to stare at their cleavage? And if you wanted to approach such a group of girls, what's the best way of doing it?
Oh man, is it okay to stare?
Because they put it out there.
If you can do like a glance stare without them knowing that you are, then it's okay.
Okay.
So I have to. Girls always go, "Why are you staring at my boobs when it's all out there?" Right?
Yeah.
When I wear clothes that actually like shows everything, I expect guys to look. Okay, like, let's not BS here. Like, I wouldn't be like, "Hey, why are you staring at my boobs?" I mean, I might call you out. I'm very vocal. Like,
wow.
That's expected. I'd be disappointed if you didn't look at my boobs and they're out there. So, anyways, That's just the truth. So, I mean, it's bullshit if girls go, well, I just like to dress this way, but I don't want guys to look. I, I mean, for me, I'm not speaking for all women. When I dress a certain way, I want people to see me as that person. I mean, not like a slut or whore, but I mean, it's the way you carry yourself as well. You can wear sexy clothes and dresses without, acting like a little whore. So, I mean, that totally depends. I personally think it's okay for girls to dress the way they want to dress, and I'm a lover of fashion, so I have so much respect for women that, you know, spend a lot of time putting stuff together and outfits together. But for guys, you can't stare. It's just rude, right? But you can look and glance, not stare. I mean, you know how to do that. So I trust you to know how to actually like kind of to respectfully look at girls. So that's that. Or you can just say hi to them. They probably like that better. If you're with a group of girls, forget it. They don't want you. No, just kidding. Usually when I'm with girls, it's girls' night out. We are really very snobby with guys because it's for us, like we want to hang out like just us girls and have fun. But then again, there are girls that goes to Vegas and with the intention of meeting a lot of guys too. So it's just, I guess, depends on who's who and what's what there. But I know most girls that goes to Vegas would like to meet other people. So why not?
Okay, yeah, I guess yeah. There's this packs of girls and all these mini skirts, and it's intimidating. It's like just a force coming down the hallway.
Yeah,
So
but your chances of meeting one that would like you is very high. So you should say hi to those girls. That's a lot of chances right there.
very
So,
true. Have you ever been in a bachelorette party in Vegas?
you know what? No, that crazy.
Is that
So,
prime time? Isn't that good pickings for the single guys out there?
oh man, Jeff, I'm not. I'm such a relationship girl that after one ends, I'm like to the next. I know it's bad. So I never had a chance to actually do that, like have fun with the girls and pick on guys. Unfortunately, I'm boring. Let's go. Let's move on. This is like no fun.
Okay.
I'm almost like never single, but
Um,
get it. Like a lot of my girls are actually single, so we do go to Vegas, and I mean they do meet a lot of nice guys. Nice for Vegas. So,
yeah.
but it's a character, like a lot of characters in Vegas, so which I love, and I have local friends, so I do visit Vegas for that reason.
Yeah, it's just such a deep psychological game. The girls are there looking their best. The guys are there trying to, lure them in, steal the deal if you say. And it's an ongoing battle. Like I don't know, I'm probably saying too much, but you know what I'm saying. They're all trying to get the end goal, but they want to approach it in different ways. The girls want to play hard to get and be respectful. The guys just want to play their cards right and get to the final destination. And you're frozen. All right. Slight connection issue. And she should be back any second here. Make sure you check out PokerTube.com for your daily PokerTube needs. If you love poker, if you like to know what's going on in the poker world, check out the PokerTube.com. Daily articles, videos, great one-stop shop for all your poker video article needs. PokerTube.com. If you like poker vlogs, check out JeffBoski.com or Jeff Boski on YouTube. That's where you're going to find over 100 vlogs of multi-table tournaments in Las Vegas during the World Series, daily tournaments, Wynn, Venetian, Encore. You want to know what it's like to go to the best steakhouses, the toughest MTT fields. You want to see a guy who can accurately stereotype his opponents. Check out Jeff Boski on YouTube. Hopefully Ivy reconnects. If not, I think we've gotten plenty of great info from Ivy Teves. You can check her out, Ivy Teves on Twitter, or Ivy Teves on Facebook or Instagram. Be sure to look out for her app, Ivy Teves app, launching September 7th. See if we can get her on in the next few minutes. If not, we can wrap this up. Let's check the live comments, see what people are asking about. Jesus420 says, I miss you, Jeff. I miss you too, buddy. It was a good run. 9 months of nonstop vlogs, editing, videoing, producing, adding excellent musical tracks to such vlogs that you can check out on the Jeff Boski YouTube channel. Vincent Trin asks, the fuck, Boski, where have you been? It's a good question. Maybe a little burnt out from tournaments, trying out some other revenue streams, other opportunities in life. I still got love for poker. Vlogs are still exciting to me. I might be back, I might not. Stay subscribed to jeffboski.com and Jeff Boski on YouTube. You might find some new ventures there. Beer Light Broker says, Jeff Boski, been wondering where you've been lately, my honky. Let's keep the derogatory terms out of the chat. But shout out to Beer Light Broker. I've been around, don't worry, I'm fine. Not broke. Trying to enjoy life a little bit without documenting every moment and putting it into video form. Feel free to rewatch all 100 episodes. Binge watch them if you must. We have a little technical issue on Ivy's side. We're conversating. Hello. That's okay. You can just shut it down, restart it, and hit the same link, and we'll pop right back in and finish this up if you want. Yep, I'm still going. I'm still live. I'm still doing plugs, reading the chat. Oh, just they're asking where I've been with my YouTube videos, and just giving some shout outs to your website and such. Yeah, we're just wrapping up. I mean, if you can't reconnect, we're good. If so, it'd be a nice send off. Okay, great. Shout out to Trap Daddy at the Paradise Casino. Don't know what that means, but sure, I'll give you a shout out. A little technical problem on Ivy's end. That's okay. She'll be rejoining us for the finale in a few minutes here. Taking your question. Terms of endearment? The hell are you talking about? Can Floyd even read? Well, apparently 50 Cent offered him $750,000 to read the Cat in the Hat book.
Oh, I'm back.
Oh, and we are live again with Ivy Teves.
I can't, hold on.
Slight technical difficulty.
This speaker, hold on, yeah.
Can you hear me?
So crazy.
You
see me?
Yep, I can see and hear you.
Hot here. Yeah. Hi. Okay, let's finish up. What's up?
No problem. I was just telling them about to check out your upcoming app on the 7th. Go to.
Thank you.
Never be afraid to go to a World Poker Tour event. The Royal Flush Girls are very cordial, happy to meet you, very enthusiastic about their job. They also have, I believe, free buffets and cocktails a lot of time, and you get to hang out with beautiful women. How great is that? Welcome
you should
parties.
come play when you play the main event. We always have welcome parties, so come say hello. It's a lot of singing, dancing. Yeah, I'm glad there's a lot of singing. Yeah, right. There's dancing, there's music, booze. I don't drink, but right, and a lot of yummy food. So try to come to those events, and it's free if you're playing the main event. Come swing by, say hello to everyone. The cast are normally there: Tony Duns, Vince Van Patten, Lynn Martin, the lovely Lynn Martin. I don't know if you've met her. She's actually really sweet. And of course, the Royal Flush crew. So
Excellent.
working.
My buddy Aaron Serbeck has a huge crush on Lynn Martin, but I'm sure a lot of guys do. I think she's engaged or married too, but it happens.
Not quite, but yeah, I've been with her a long time, boyfriend, and they're so cute together. So I not hate. She's just a sweet person, and her boyfriend is just the nicest. I don't know if you met him. It's like they live in Mexico now too. I think it's great.
Yep. I know a lot of people that love her accent, the Lynn Martin. Can't do a good impersonation.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Another great personality for the game. They know how to pick them for the Royal Flush girls. Shout out to the World Poker Tour. We talked about the app, your role as a fashion stylist, how people can get a hold of you on YouTube or Instagram and Facebook, Twitter. Are you on Snapchat at all?
I am, but I'm so bad. I haven't really been because now, like, I'm addicted to Instagram Live or Instagram Stories, like Insta Stories. It's more Instagram, but now with my app, it's actually everything's going to be there. I'm doing Ed Asner event on the 9th of September, and that's actually a lot of the celebrities are coming, like Kelly Slater and them. And it's to benefit Autism Society of America. So if you guys want to check it out, it's pokerwithed.com, and I will be there playing for the celebrity poker tournament event. And I think
September 9th? September 9th, pokerwithed.com. Join the fun, help raise funds for autism. What else? All those are great projects in the works. Is there anything else you see yourself doing in the future? Any big future goals or plans? How often are you still getting modeling gigs for swimwear, stuff like that? Just keep.
I'm about to start my own swim line.
Oh, there you go.
Now too. It's launching next year, so just stay tuned. I'll start sending out all the announcements as it gets closer. It's still a lot of work, but I work very hard to actually launch this and do my own thing. My goal is hopefully make a lot of money doing what I in and trying to design and all that. So
what's the name of the swim line?
I can't really say it yet because it's very early in the game. So I swim from one name to the next right now. So once that's actually confirmed, then I will have to be on your show again to promote it. But yeah, it's not going to be my name, that's for sure. But it's going to be an interesting one that I can tell you.
Sounds great. We look forward to that.
It's going to do it.
Make sure you follow Ivy on all those social media platforms. Download the app. It's been a pleasure having you on the podcast. If you could recommend 2 people to have on the podcast in the future, of course, Danielle would be number 1. Any other interesting personalities that you think a lot of people would like to learn from?
Lynn Martin. She's such a help. I love her. You should she's amazing and she's working on a lot of projects as well. So I think it'll be good to interview Lynn and Danielle Ruiz, and I'm sure they'll love to do your show. Great.
I'll either send them a link to my Instagram or Twitter account. I'd love to get in contact with them, or I'll try to reach out to them and get them on the show. And I really appreciate you coming on, Ivy.
And by the way, Lynn's a great poker player too. So yeah, she
perfect
plays all the time. So you
Perfect.
love it. Well,
Make
thank
sure
you
you
for.
subscribe. Oh, go ahead.
You're amazing as always, Jeff. Looking great. Haven't seen you in years, but I'm glad we reconnected here. Good luck with your show, and I want to see where you're taking the whole boxer like thing. Are you doing that thing too? Are you helping charities as well? Right? You're involved.
Well, all the proceeds, I have a clothing line also that I started based upon my YouTube channel, where you can go to jeffboski.com and click on clothing, and 100% of all profits go to Las Vegas Boxer Rescue. So if you want to help out my channel by helping out the boxers, that's the only reason I started it, and have gotten over 1 million views. So extremely happy with that, and the partnership with PokerTube is making it all work out. They've gained thousands of dollars of donations, helping save boxers' lives in Las Vegas.
Wow, good luck with that, and I'll definitely spread the word. And that's a great cause to actually support, sheltered dogs and rescued pets and all these charity events. I try to get involved as much as I can, and give my free time when I do have some, because we all know we can always use those kind of people in this kind of like world, crazy world. So, but thanks for having me again. I enjoyed chit-chatting with you, and hopefully I get to see you one day in one of our events.
Sounds great. We'll definitely meet up in the future.
Okay.
On behalf of PokerTube, Jeff Boski on YouTube, Las Vegas Boxer Rescue, thanks again, Ivy Teves, for joining the PokerTube podcast.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
And we're out.